Hello and welcome to our channel, where we share heartwarming stories of animals who have overcome adversity and found their happily ever after. Today, we have a particularly special story to share with you. It's the story of Mary, a wolf who was saved from the poacher's trap and was given a second chance at life. But this story isn't just about finding a forever home. It's also about the unexpected twists and turns that can happen along the way. Are you ready to hear Mary's tale? Let's get started. As the woman walked through the peaceful forest, she couldn't help but feel a sense of wonder and appreciation for the natural beauty around her. The sunlight filtered through the trees, casting a golden glow on the leaves and the ground beneath her feet. The birds sang in the branches above, and the fresh air filled her lungs. But all of that changed in an instant when she suddenly came face to face with a wolf. She froze, her heart pounding in her chest. The wolf stood before her, its piercing gaze fixed on her. It was a majestic animal, with fur as black as the night sky and eyes that seemed to glow with a fierce intelligence. Despite her fear, the woman tried to remain calm. She slowly began to back away, taking small, measured steps as she kept her eyes on the wolf. She knew that wolves were generally not aggressive towards humans, but she didn't want to take any chances. The wolf didn't move, however. It simply stood there, watching her with a curious expression. The woman couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. She hesitated for a moment, wondering if she should turn and run or try to find help. In the end, she decided to seek help. She knew that she couldn't solve this problem on her own, and the sooner she could get help, the better. She turned and walked away from the wolf, her heart still racing as she headed towards the nearest town. As soon as the woman reached the town, she headed straight for the local doctor's office. She knew that she needed help, and the doctor was her best bet. She burst through the doors, her breath coming in short gasps as she explained the situation to the receptionist. The doctor, a middle-aged man with graying hair and kind eyes, came out to see what was going on. The woman quickly told him about the wolf, and how it had been standing in the same spot, not moving or reacting to her presence. The doctor raised an eyebrow, a skeptical look on his face. "Are you sure you saw a wolf?" he asked. "Wolves aren't usually found in this area." The woman nodded fervently. "I know it sounds crazy, but I swear it's true. Please, you have to come with me to check on the wolf. Something isn't right, and I think it needs help." The doctor hesitated for a moment, but then sighed and nodded. "Okay, I'll come with you, but I have to warn you, if this is some kind of prank, I won't be happy." The woman shook her head. "It's not a prank, I promise. Please, just come with me." The doctor grabbed his bag and followed the woman back to the forest. As they approached the spot where the wolf was, the woman could feel her heart racing once again. What if the wolf was gone? What if it had been some kind of hallucination? But as they reached the spot, the wolf was still there, standing motionless. The woman's heart sank as she saw the poor animal, its eyes dull and unresponsive. The doctor knelt beside the wolf and examined it, his face growing serious. "This wolf has been drugged," he said, his voice laced with concern. "We need to call the police, fast." As soon as the doctor made the call, the police arrived on the scene. They were a team of seasoned officers, used to dealing with all sorts of strange and unusual situations. They listened attentively as the woman and the doctor explained what had happened, their expressions grave. The officers quickly launched an investigation, suspecting that someone may have deliberately drugged the wolf. They searched the area for clues, collecting samples of soil, plants, and other materials for analysis. They also interviewed the woman and the doctor, trying to get as much information as possible about the wolf and the circumstances surrounding its discovery. As the investigation continued, the woman found herself becoming more and more involved. She was determined to find out the truth and protect the wolf, no matter what. She worked closely with the police, offering any help or information that she could. As the investigation into the drugged wolf continued, the woman became more and more determined to uncover the truth and protect the animal. She knew that she couldn't do it alone, however, and she worked closely with the police to gather as much information as possible. Along the way, the woman encountered several obstacles and dangers. But despite all these challenges, the woman refused to give up. She was driven by a fierce determination and a deep love for the wolf, and she was determined to see the investigation through to the end. Just when it seemed like all hope was lost, however, the woman received a tip from an anonymous source, revealing the identity of the culprit and their motive for drugging the wolf. The anonymous tip proved to be the key to solving the case. It led the woman and the police to the culprit, a group of poachers who had drugged the wolf in order to capture it and sell it on the black market. The woman was shocked and disgusted by this revelation, and she vowed to do everything in her power to bring the poachers to justice. Together with the police, the woman set out to gather evidence and build a case against the poachers. It wasn't easy, as the poachers were clever and resourceful, and they had done their best to cover their tracks. But the woman was determined, and she refused to give up. Finally, after a long and grueling investigation, the woman and the police were able to gather enough evidence to arrest the poachers and charge them with crimes against nature. The woman was relieved and triumphant, knowing that she had helped to save the wolf and ensure that it could return to its natural habitat. As for the wolf itself, it made a full recovery after being treated by the doctor. It was released back into the wild, where it belonged, free to roam and hunt and live its life as nature intended. We hope you enjoyed hearing Mary's story as much as we enjoyed telling it. If you love this heartwarming tale and want to see more like it, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We have plenty more stories of animals who have overcome adversity and found their happily ever after, and we can't wait to share them with you. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. See you in the next one.